Okay, so I'm leaving this stop sign. I'm going to be going in first gear. Let's go into second gear. I'm about 14 miles per hour. Here we go. 25 miles per hour to third. 35 miles per hour. Let's go to fourth. Okay, now let's downshift. Okay, I want to talk about clutch control because I get a lot of questions with that. And as you guys can see, I still have a lot of jerky shifts. My car also needs like a tune, which would help a lot. But it's okay if after even a year, you're still being jerky. Clutch control is the main thing about learning stick, right? Because the more you can learn to control your clutch, the easier it becomes to drive manual. Again, like I tell you guys, this is how I do stuff. I might not always do it the most appropriate way, but I show you how I do it, tell you how I do it, maybe it helps. So the bite point of your clutch is when you have your clutch pressed all the way down and you lift it up to a certain point where your car starts moving forward. That is your bite point. Now at this point, you're supposed to add the gas and that gets your car moving. However, that can be the most difficult part when it comes to learning stick. Is clutch control, when to add the gas, how much do you add. It's something I really struggled with in the beginning and I would stall over and over and over again. I do it the seesaw method way and I've been told that it's not the correct way to do it. So how you're supposed to do it, lift it up to the bite point, then give gas. Then once your car is fully moving, you take your foot off the clutch. How I do it is I see it in like a seesaw motion. So like I kind of like give a little bit of gas before maybe the clutch is up to the bite point. Like it's almost like you'll see it with my feet. I lift up to the bite point and give gas, but it's almost like I give like a tiny little bit of gas before I get up to the bite point. That's why I call it the seesaw moment, because here's the clutch, gas. It's like, I'm going to show you right now. I'm at a stoplight. It's green. I'm going to go into first. Watch my feet. Off the brake, up to the bite point, give a little gas, up to the bite point. Now I can take my foot off the clutch. I removed my foot a little too quick. That's why I had that little jerk in the end. Clutch in, go to third, up to the bite point, gas. Let's go to fourth. Clutch in, fourth, up to the bite point, gas, remove your foot. Don't put pressure on yourself that your feet move that fast right when you start learning, because it's most likely not going to be that way for the majority of you, and that's okay. You have to remember that you're learning something so brand new, especially if you're coming from an automatic, right? Now you have a clutch that you have to worry about. Before you only had 2 pedals, now you have 3. Now your hand's moving around. It's okay. You have to remember, give yourself grace that you're going to learn it in the perfect timing. So I'm approaching a stop sign. I'm in 4th gear. I'm going to kind of talk about how I approach it. You guys know I love downshifting with rev match. I'm going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to downshift without rev matching, and then I'll downshift with rev match. So you can kind of get like a little perspective of both. Again, you do not have to rev match. I'll say it a million times, but you don't have to. It's just a preference for me. So I'm going to go ahead and downshift into 3rd gear without rev matching. Stop sign, I'm in 3rd gear. Okay, I'm coming up to the stop sign. I'm going to downshift with rev match to 2nd. And I'm coming up to the stop sign, brake, clutch in, go to neutral. I'm going to let everybody go. Go into first. This guy's not making a decision. Give it some gas up to the bite point, off the clutch. Let's go to 2nd. Up to the bite point, give it some gas, clutch in, go to 3rd, up to the bite point, give it some gas. We're going to stay in 3rd because the car in front of me is really going dirt slow. So no point for me to go into 4th quite yet. Just kind of let my car engine brake, slow down. I'm under 3,000 RPMs. Usually for my car, it's good to idle around that area. Let's go to 4th, clutch in, 4th, up to the bite point, give some gas. I'm coming up to a red light. Let's downshift. Here we go. Let's do 3rd to 2nd. again, go to neutral. I'm at a stoplight, and I'm just gonna sit here with my foot on the brake. Oh, there's a dog. 2 doggies. I know driving and learning stick can be super intimidating, and there's so many different factors you have to learn, right? And it's like, when do I do this? When do I do that? It's going to come to you naturally over time. And I know it can be kind of frustrating when you feel like you should know it like the back of your hand and you don't, but that's okay. That's really okay. It's going to take months before you really feel comfortable driving stick, and that's just the honest truth. Light's green. I'm going to clutch and go to first. Let's blast these cars. Guys, let's do some more clutch control. So I'm at a stoplight. I'm not the first car, I'm like the second or third. And when the light turns green, I'm gonna put my foot all the way down on the clutch. Don't leave a space. Push your foot all the way down on the clutch. And I'll try to do it slowly for you. I might stall, but I'll kind of try to show you more clutch control. So I'm in neutral. Whenever you have a jerky shift, and I need to take my own advice, but it's hard in the moment, lift your foot slower off the clutch than you think. So I'm gonna go into first, take my foot off the brake, and I'm waiting for the light to turn green. As you can see, my foot's okay, all the way down on the clutch. Light's green, up to the bite point, give it some gas, here we go, car's moving, I can remove it off the clutch. It's almost like a spring with your clutch, right? As soon as you put it down, it's like a spring pushes your foot up once you learn your bite point to the bite point, and that's when you can give it the gas and you can go. It's gonna take time, y'all. It's gonna take time. I promise you. The more you get out and drive, the more comfortable your legs are gonna get. You're gonna build that muscle memory over and over again. And before you know it, sheesh, you'll be doing great. Why did I choose this lane? Why did I choose this lane? Why did I choose this lane? I should have known better. I should have known better. If you guys scroll to like the beginning of my TikTok, you will see where when I was shifting with my shift knob, I was shifting so slow. And people in the comments would be like, you need to shift faster. You need to shift faster. And it's like, I knew I needed to shift faster, but my body didn't know how to do it quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mind is trying to tell your hand, your feet, what to do. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. If you guys need to go look at my beginner videos where I'm just starting out myself, go look at them, because you will see how I really was just so like scared and I didn't know what to do. Don't let trolls or other people tell you, well, I learned in one sitting. That's great. You're always gonna find people that learn certain things very quick, and that's okay. Don't put a timeline on yourself. Don't put that pressure on your shoulders. are going to figure it out in your own timing. Use my story as an example where I knew nothing about a manual transmission and completely learned. I don't say that to boast. I say that because I see you guys in the comments and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can keep going. I don't know if I can learn. Yes, you can. Easier said than done. You know, people say fake it till you make it. I know some people hate that saying, but it really is true. It's almost like you have to fake your mind into being confident until you are confident. Whenever I felt really insecure or felt like I was having a bad day, my driving reflects that. If I'm not feeling well, if I have a headache, if I'm sick, my driving reflects that. If I come into the car like, I'm gonna kill it today, most of the time I have great driving. Does that mean that everything is perfect when I'm driving? Absolutely not. I can still be very confident and stall. That is okay. You're driving a vehicle. It's okay. So let's do some more clutch control. Gonna go to first, foot off the brake. I'll do it slow for you guys. Bite point, car starting to move in, almost stall. You heard it puttering. It was about to stall because it went under 1,000 RPMs. So the reason why I look, so especially when you're first starting out, you can always see if you're going to stall by looking at your RPMs. Once you start falling under the 1,000 RPMs, you have a chance of stalling, and you'll hear it. Your car will start to putter. You'll kind of hear it die out, and then you'll stall. If you look at that, then you'll know at least what's coming. See, I didn't know that when I was first starting because, like, I had no one in the passenger seat telling me, okay, this is this, and this is this. I had to figure it out on my own. So once I started learning, I was like, okay, I'm about to stall. No, you're not. What are you doing? Turn green, clutch all the way down, first gear. We're gonna wait till the car in front of us starts moving, foot off brake, up to the bite point, give it some gas, off the clutch, up to the bite point, on the gas. Let's go to third, clutch in, go to third, up to the bite point, on the gas. And if you guys need to do it slow at first, no, you're not gonna blow up your engine, you're not gonna blow up your car. Remember, common sense. 3,500 RPMs, clutch in, go to 4. Ooh. Ooh, up to the back. Y'all, sometimes don't ask me what goes in my head. I thought I didn't pull it all the way down. Whenever I have to talk about what I'm doing and actually show what I'm doing, sometimes it's a little difficult for me. My brain's like, this too much. All right, guys, I'm coming up to a stoplight. I'm in fourth gear. I'm gonna downshift with rev match. I'm gonna clutch in, go to third, flip the gas, off the clutch. Ooh, that was a smooth one. I'm gonna miss this light because the people in